And today we are finally in Langhe. It's in Piedmont, and we are surrounded by Nebbiolo to become Barolo. And here we have Luca from Cabusa. We can see the winery in our back. It's the cellar, it's the agriturismo, it's where they have the restaurants. So today we are gonna have a very beautiful day. Luca, quanti ettari avete?
Noi abbiamo 7 ettari coltivati in Nebbiolo.
So these are 7 hectares, all Nebbiolo, and they are located almost as an amphitheater on the foot of a cellar of a winery. In che anno la tua famiglia si è trasferita, si è insediata qui?
La mia famiglia è dal 1890 che è presente in questa azienda.
The family arrived in Monforte d'Alba in 1890. This is the 5th generation that actually is harvesting grape and making wine in Monforte d'Alba. Vi ritenete più difensori della tradizione o innovativi?
La nostra azienda è più tradizione.
So I love when he says it because I know their wine and you can feel the tannins that are typical. Many Barolo lately are more soft and round and they kind of lost their authenticity of the tannins. While here with this soil that it's a mix of clay and limestone with chalks, you really have a complexity that it kind of transfer into the wine. So let's go and taste some wine. Andiamo a assaggiare del vino. And here finally we are starting to taste the Nebbiolo. Quante bottiglie di Nebbiolo fate?
Facciamo circa 3.000 bottiglie.
So they only make 3,000 bottles of Nebbiolo. It's coming from the vineyards that are very young. And what I like about this Nebbiolo is it's very light in color. You already have a typical rose and violet note that you will find in other Barolo. But even if it seems very easy, light in color and easy to drink, in reality on the finish you have already the long tannins. Cabusa makes 2 types of Barolo, and here we have a Manico, and actually it's a preview of a 2016 vintage. Manico it's aged in big tonneau. Perché Diego l'annata 2016 è considerata una delle migliori annate?
Perché nel 2016 l'annata è stata molto equilibrata e in fase di vendemmia e prima era ottimale.
So 2016 has been considered one of the best vintage for the Barolo, and especially in the area of Monforte. It's been a very elegant and especially during harvest time, the weather has been perfect. The Barolo is very young, but you can still feel how the beginning of the palate it's very rustic. È molto giovane.
È un bel tannino.
But the tannins is beautiful, as Diego says. The second Barolo of Cabusa, it's actually called the Vai, and the Vai, it's always been a coup. So it's always been harvested in the same parcel in front of a cellar. Diego, perché col Vai avete scelto di usare le barrique?
Abbiamo sempre usato le barrique in seguito al forte cambiamento climatico, in quanto io mi ricordo molto bene che da ragazzo si vendemmiava e ci soffrivamo sulle dita.
So of course the climate change completely made a difference in the outcome of the type of grapes that you harvest. So the choice of Cabusa to use barrique, even being a tradition producer of Barolo, is due to the fact that the type of grapes they harvest from a cru, it's a lot of tannins and concentration, for sure a higher degree. Diego remembered that when he was younger, his hands were freezing when he was harvesting, and sometimes there was snow on the grapes. Something that it's almost impossible to have now. So now it's like summertime. So the concentration and the sugar level on the Nebbiolo need a little bit more extraction and need to be processed. Like 15 months they aged in barrique and 15 months in big barrel. and then they blend it in the bottle and it ages for many years until it's ready to be on the market. Cabrusa, it's not only a winery, it's a family. So the family owns a restaurant that is open only on weekends and 5 bedrooms for people or guests that will love to enjoy the whole experience. And my favorite dish, it's really the vitello tonnato. I think it's one of the best you can find in Piedmont and in over Italy for sure. And here it is. It's so nice and it's like pink and the flavor it's amazing. But all the cuisine that you can find at Cabrusa, it's really like authentic and as if you like in your personal home.